Benny, second best water in the country. Ooh, that was nice. Yeah. Right, let's drink more. It's nice water. Ben, second best water in the country. Today's killing it. Today's winning. Bam. Stretch up. Get ready. Stay on. Take some blessings from this side. Pack them in the blessing container. Blessings from the right. Pack them in the blessing container. Blessings from both sides. In the blessing container. More blessings. On blessings. Over blessings. With blessings. Inside the container. Shake the blessings that are in the container. Shaken. Shaken. Compressed. Yeah. Yeah. Shaking, 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 shaking. Blessings and blessings and blessings, blessings, and welcome back to yet again another Game with Mars Live. You already know, each and every day at 2 p.m. we are right here, 2:30 now, 2:30 we are right here live at Game with Mars, so that we can give you the best of the experience as usual. And I don't know who's making some noise, but we're winning. Yeah, boom, Kasongo. We're gonna put it in a wave. Let's see. Yeah, you see Kasongo, see that wave, what it does. That wave that I always tell you, twang. So that wave it came through. Blessings, blessings, and welcome back to the Game with Mars Live. And you already knew that each and every day at 2:30 we're right here to give you the live best Game with Mars experience that you have never ever experienced. If you're joining for the first time, you're like, what is going on? Who is this guy? My name is Mars. I'm the heaven. Why am I so fast today? Slow down, slow down. Play. Blessings and welcome back to yet again another Game with Mars Live. And if you're joining for the first time, you're like, what? Who is this guy? My name is Mars. I'm the amazing Alpha. I'm a heaven citizen. I'm sent here on earth. I am on a mission to fulfill God's purpose. My mission is to make sure the good news is learned, is understood, and is surely applied. This mission surely seems impossible to most, but I have partnered with the Lord so that you can get an amazing Alpha experience. Blessings. And if you're joining and you're like, so what is the agenda? Our agenda right here is protecting womanhood and promoting manhood. Why? Because whatever that you can surely celebrate, you can elevate. Yes, if you check what they do on Earth, I've been on Earth for some time now, been checking around the planet, and what I saw is that each and every year they celebrate this thing called a Pride Month. Yes, gay men come together, celebrate how gay they are. So I was like, you know what we want to do? You and I, we've made it official right here at the Game with Mars as the Boom Nation that each and every May is officially gonna be Men Month. Yes, Men Month. May we celebrate manhood. May we celebrate manness. May is the Man Month. From the 1st to the 31st, all we're celebrating is manness. Why? Because whatever that we can celebrate, we can surely elevate. So if men are elevated, is are celebrated, they'll become better men. And the God in the world protect, provide, and women, you'll be protected and you'll be provided and you'll be elevated every time. Blessings. And if you're joining, and I hope I titled this one, what did I title this one? Is there title somewhere there? Okay, we titled this one Divine Lessons for Your Journey from Moses. Yes, so I've been going through around, doing some investigation and some research for all of you who will tune into this channel, because I know it comes with game, it comes with bars each and every time, but all these bars needs to be refined so that they can stay bars, right? So all these bars, we go there, we sharpen our bars, bring back the bars better, stronger. And when you go out in the world, you're not just a normal person, you're a person who understands the power of bars, right? Because you're tuning in Bars with Mars. Yes, so this one we're going to talk about Moses. You're like, what you mean, Mars? What are you talking about Moses? Was you and I. We are the Boom Nation. We're a blessed nation. And as a blessed nation, we're a celebrated nation. As a celebrated nation, we go through the process that each and every nation go through. So like, what do you mean, Mars? There was a time that Moses and the Israelites, they left Egypt and they get into the wilderness. Then they had a land that they were promised. It was called the Promised Land, the land which had milk and honey. So they waited for this land. These guys traveled for 40 years. Yes, traveling a journey from Egypt to Canaan. So these guys, after 40 years, before they entered into the land. So that's what we're going to talk, because before they entered into the land, God gave them a principle. God gave them a map of what to do after you enter into the land. So some of you and we're right here. We're Boom Nation. We got dreams. We got visions. We got goals. We got ideas. But all these ideas are not going to come to pass unless we understand the promises and the principles and the map that we have to follow. It's a 5-year map. And once you follow this map for the 5 years, I guarantee you, you're going to find yourself successful. Why? Because this is the map, the blueprint to success. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the blueprint. Before you enter into the land, what God told Moses before they enter into the land. Because you can just enter into the land and just conquer it. You have to know what to do, what to expect, how to do it, and how to be victorious. But the Lord gave us. And guess what's written in our constitution? Yes, I always tell you fellas, you gotta keep the constitution wherever you go. Because once you understand the constitution, life becomes easy. It's just a free flow. It's just free. Earth is just an amazing place. But once you understand your constitution, you walk. As you walk, you know where you are. Once you understand your constitution, as you go, you understand the positions and the places that you are. You're not just gonna go empty-handed. You're just gonna go misled. You're just gonna go blind. Every situation that you go through, the constitution, they've written about it. So once you understand your constitution, as you walk, as you go, you shall surely be protected. As you walk, as you go, you shall surely be victorious. So for some of you, today I came for all of you because I come across a lot of people in the world in a day. A lot of people, like a lot of them. Some of them I don't even know their names, but I know a lot of people, right? I see a lot of people in a day. It's amazing. But today I'm here to talk to a few majority, to a few of you, the ones that are going to enter the promised land. Because everyone left Egypt and everyone was in the wilderness. It was tough in the wilderness. It was hot. It was sandy. And you walked all the way. But now you are there. You're about to get into the promised land. Not everyone entered the promised land. Even Moses himself, he was the one who took the Israelites from Egypt. He walked with them all the path. But once he got to the promised land, just because of his doubt, just because he couldn't believe enough, he did not enter the promised land. So today, I'm here to talk to you, but I'm not here to talk to everybody. I'm only talking to the percentage, that 1% of the Boom Nation, the creators, the ones that understand that they are here for a purpose. So you're like, so Mars, what is the first thing I need to understand? I know you already got a job, right? You got to work. You're doing good. You go to work, you do everything. Things are good. But still, you're still lacking. You still feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like you are not really doing what you're really supposed to do because you feel tired at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you feel tired. And you're like, what can I do? Maybe I need a second job. What can I do? Maybe I need more money. Today, I'm here to alert you. Today, I'm here to wake you up. Because some of you, you don't even need more money. Some of you, you don't even need a new job. Some of you don't even need a better place or a better new place or a better job. You don't need all of that. All you are lacking is purpose. You don't need money. You need purpose. You are not tired. You just lack purpose. You're not really distracted or behind. You're just lacking purpose. So as you are lacking purpose, as you go out in the world now, you do not have purpose. So without purpose, you're tired. Without purpose, you're depressed. Without purpose, you don't have a purpose. So without purpose, you're just depressed. So that's why you see your life every single day. At the end of the day, you're just tired, just miserable, just depressed. You don't know. You didn't do anything. If you had to check all this year from January up to now, absolutely did nothing. Yeah, you got a couple of things. But did you really become a better person? No, you're literally maybe a worse person than you were last year. Maybe a happier person than you were last year. So what I mean is you are not lacking more money. You are not lacking more friends. You're not lacking new people. You're not lacking better relationships. You don't need anything more else. You are lacking purpose. Why? So for the ones that we are going to enter into the promised land with, they need to understand that they need to have purpose. Because without purpose, you cannot enter the promised land. Without purpose, you cannot enter. Even Moses had to die. Why did Moses die? Moses died because his purpose was from travel with the Israelites from there to the land. His purpose was done. So his purpose was done, so he had to die. So you're the one who are going to enter into the promised land. You're the one that's going to walk with Joshua into the promised land. You're the ones that are going to be in the promised land. So as the people that are going to be in the promised land, you need to start understanding this law, that you do not have to rush yourself. You do not have to, you're not in a competition. Now you are in a competition with no one. You are working for the kingdom of God. So let's step into the constitution. Let's get deeper. And let me just speak for my own accord. Let's speak from the constitution accord. You can understand what the constitution says. Because once you understand the constitution accord, it's going to be easy. You're not going to say, oh, this was Mars saying. No, it's no longer Mars saying. It's the constitution saying. So today, we're tapping the book of Leviticus. Have you ever tapped into it before? No, you haven't. Today you're tapping into it. You're going to open it. The book of Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 19. Verse 23. Verse 23. Leviticus 19, 23. So this is when Moses was given the law by God before he entered into the promised land. So he's being given the law, how things are going to be, because it's not going to end. That's why Joshua is going to get the law and he's going to enter, right? So you need to know how are they going to do when they enter into the promised land. Are you ready for this one? Let's go. So when you enter into the land and you plant any kind of tree for food, you shall regard that tree forbidden. You must not eat from the tree. You must not eat from the first year. And you must not eat for the second year. And also in the third year. This tree must not be eaten. And in the fourth year, all its fruits must be holy and must be an offering to the Lord. But in the fifth year, you might eat of its fruits and increase its wealth. Why? For I am the Lord your God, have commanded blessings. So Leviticus 20, 19, 23, telling you that when you enter into the promised land, then you shall plant any tree of any kind of food. Once you plant a tree, it shall not be eaten, for you shall consider that tree forbidden. In the first year, it shall not be eaten. In the second year, it shall not be eaten either. In the third year, it shall not be eaten. But in the fourth year, all the fruits of the tree are surely going to be an offering, an holy offering to the Lord. Then the fifth year, all the fruit that are coming out of the tree, you shall eat them. Then you shall plant them again, that you can flourish and you shall multiply. Blessings. So you're hearing this for the first time. You're like, Mars, okay, what does this mean when your fruits you enter? Like I told you, they were talking with the 1%, the one that are going to enter into the promised land. The ones that are entering into the promised land, for sure, once you enter the promised land, one thing that is required for every citizen of the Boom Nation is to plant a tree. Why? You need to have a tree. Without a tree, you cannot eat the fruits. She's like, oh, Mons, what you mean the tree cannot eat the fruits? You have to have the tree. Guys, a lot of people, I meet them a lot. They're like, ah, Mars, you know what, me, Mars, I'm going to be rich. Hey, me, Mars, I'm going to show you in the future, I'll be rich. Then I always ask them, second question, how are you going to get rich? Then they're like, they don't have a plan. They don't know a plan. You cannot be rich by mistake. You cannot reap the fruits by mistake. So this scripture is the same scripture that is coming with this thing. Because a lot of Christians, guess what they do? They go to church, they pray. I want to be rich, I want to be successful. They think that God is just going to pour money on them for just because they exist. No. It does not work like that. You have to have a tree which you're going to plant, and this tree is going to grow. And this tree, once it starts growing and it's going to grow, you're going to eat from the fruit of that tree. There's no miracle. There's no magic. I know some of you have this claim it and name it. So you go into the world expecting that because you will pray, miracles are just going to happen. You just go because you pray, God is going to multiply. Then you're going to go to that church and the pastor is going to say, put money. Then you're going to give in money. Then the pastor is going to tell you, you shall be successful. Let me tell you, it's not going to be a miracle. You're going to be the miracle. The miracle that's going to happen is going to change your mind. Like Jesus said, seek ye first the kingdom. Enter the kingdom of God. You need to enter the kingdom of God. How? By the renewal of your mind. Not by the tonguing, not by the money you're going to give your pastor, not by how much you're going to pray, but by the trees that you're going to plant. So today, I'm here to tell you to remind your mind. Once you renew your mind, then you plant the tree. The Lord is telling you, when you go into the promised land, plant any tree. Any. I always tell people, you don't have to create a massive business. No, 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 no. You have to create any business. God just wants you to create anything. If you want to just start something, then God can pour. I hear a lot of people. They're like, please, God, almost Christians. Please, Father, open the door. Please, God, if God can just open this door, then my life can be better. God is looking at you. He's looking at you from the above. He's like, please, please, son, build the door. There's no door to open. God is waiting for you. You're busy screaming, please, God, open the door. God is screaming back to you. He's like, please, son, build the door. So today, I'm here to encourage you to plant a tree. You see it. Leviticus 19 verse 23. It says, this is the instruction that the Lord is giving everyone who's entering into the promised land. When you enter into the promised land, plant any tree of fruit for food. Plant any tree of food for food. Plant any tree of fruit for food. It's in the day that these plants are going to be trees that are going to produce fruits, and these fruits are going to be for food. So out there you're confused, you're surprised, you're like, I'm not getting enough food, I don't get enough. The Lord is saying, plant the tree for food. Once you plant the tree of any fruit, He's saying the first year is going to be forbidden. Because most of you start a business today, you start a company today, then you expect to reap the same year. I tell you, it's written there, it's in the Bible. God is saying, the moment you start a company, you do not gonna eat the money the first year. He's there. He's saying that the first fruits of the year are forbidden. So let's say you start a company today, you start making some profit, start making 10 rand, 15 rand profit. God is saying, this profit is not for you to eat. It's forbidden. He's saying, do not eat it. So after that, you make some profit. Let's say you're selling this water. You're getting this water for 10 rand. You're selling it for 20 bucks. You're making 50, you're making 100% profit, right? You're making it for 20 bucks. The Lord is saying, just because you sold this water for 20, doesn't mean that 10 is now extra. Doesn't mean that now you have money. No, no, no. You're still broke. You don't have money. That 10 is the forbidden fruit. You're going to pour it back into the business. Now you go, you buy 4 more water. Now that 4 more water, you're going to pour it back in the business. When you go back, you buy 8 more water. That 8 more water, you're going to pour it in the business. Now you got 16. That's the game. He's saying the sixth fruit, you're doing the same. Second year, you're doing the same. Third year, you're doing the same. Then he's saying the fourth year, the fruits are for the Lord, which means you have to bring it back. So which means now your business is starting to groom. Your business is starting to grow up. So in the fourth year, God is saying, now you can expand. What does it mean? Now you can hire others. God is saying, now you can expand. Now hire others. This is sacrifice. It doesn't mean that the fourth year, now you start buying cars. No, 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 no. It's not buying car yet. He's saying, now start building the big team. Why? Because you're giving off the fruits back to the Lord. God doesn't want your money. No, God doesn't want your money. The only way you're going to save back Him when you start making sure your business is not just benefiting you, it's benefiting others. But you haven't been rich yet. You're not buying no cars. You're not bowling yet. You're not yet resist. Just imagine. God is saying 4 years. You haven't even bowled. Then you start a business today. You want to bowl tomorrow. Then it's like the 5th year. That's when the fruit are sweet. The 5th year, that's when you can have this. The 5th year, now you can eat the fruits out of the things that you have been planted. But you have to have a tree for you to eat the fruits. There's no one who's going to eat tree fruits without the tree. You can, but you have to pay, or you have to steal, which you surely going to pay. So for you to eat the fruits happily, abundantly, successfully, without any restriction, you have to be the one who planted the tree. Because the owner of the tree, he goes and eat the tree whenever. It goes into the night. There's no night, no rules. Why? Because he owns the tree. He owns the fruit. So you, God is saying, daughter, son, you are now in the boom nation. A boom nation is not just a normal nation. It's a blessed nation. And it's a blessed nation. They're not just normal. They're a victorious nation. Wherever they go, they win. Wherever they go, they conquer. The Constitution is saying, when you enter into the land, the commandment states, you shall plant any tree for food. What God is trying to tell you is this, fella. He's like, as you go on earth, start a business. What is that business for? For food. What? Yeah? Start a business just for food. That you and your family can just know you're going to eat what you want for the rest of earth. That's why most of these people start business. You're like, how do you think a guy has 4 businesses? What do you think he's going to do with those 4 businesses? The other one is just for cars. We're just buying toys, the things he likes. The other one is just for the house and for the rent, for the kids, for the wife to drive the Range Rover and go shopping. The other company is just for traveling. End of year, we travel 6 times a year. So the Lord says, when you enter into the land, you need to plant a tree. He didn't say one. You can plant 10 trees. You can plant 5 trees. You can plant 6 trees. Because you cannot be successful by one income. Not in this age. If you see planning and say, oh, one income is going to sort my life, then I'm going to eat, and my kids. You see, you cannot do it. The Lord is saying, plant trees of fruit for food. So God is saying, you can have banana plants, you can have apple plants, you can have pears, you can have guavas, you can have mangoes, you can have peaches. God is saying, you can have all these businesses. Why? So that when you are hungry, you're just going to eat bananas the same day. Because I'm sure that's why your job is boring. Why? Because you're just eating banana. Just picture. Let's say you're eating apple each and every day, all the time, every day, all the time, every day, all the time, every day. You won't like it, right? Exactly. That's the same as your job. Just doing the same thing every day, same thing every day for a year, same thing every day. That's why you don't like it. But if you had the second tree, and the third tree, and the fourth tree, you want to be like apple. Tomorrow you're like pear. Tomorrow you're like banana. And guess what? You shall never run hungry. Why? Because you have fruit trees. You have an orchard now. So the Lord is speaking to you as a boom nation. And I am here to tell you, as the word, to tell you the word of Lord. You can understand. May I tell you, it's a boom nation. Look at me, the amazing alpha. Every citizen sent you on earth to tell you that you can understand. Why? Because I told you that the good news must be learned, must be understood, and must be surely applied. So I'm going to break down the kingdom in the easiest way possible. If you don't get it, it's your own. If you don't do it, you're on too. But if you did it, it's your victory, it's also your own. So I need you to understand that when you enter into the promised land, like right now, you are in the promised land. You're entering. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know that the world is getting tougher. You know it. You know that things need you to wake up. You definitely know it. And you understand that no one is going to save you. You surely can see it, right? So how can you make it better? The only way you can do it, the first step is understanding this big principle of sowing the seed. This is what we could be talking about seed. You need to have a seed, but now sowed. You need to have some seed sowed. You can have as many companies as you want. You are not limited to one. You're not even limited to 2, or not even limited to 10 either. You can have as many as you want. Why do you need as many? Why? Because these are going to be the trees on the fruits that you need. Because a lot of you, I told you, you think you need more money. No, you don't need more money. You think you need a new job. No, you need a new job. Some of you even think you need a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend. Like, if I get a new partner, my life will be better. No, but like, some of you like, if I get Mars, my life will... No. It's a lie. All you need for yourself is for you to understand you are lacking purpose. Without purpose, your life is just dead. You don't need more money. You need purpose. You don't need a new job. You need purpose. You don't need a new boyfriend. You need purpose. You don't need a new girlfriend. You need purpose. You don't need more money. You need purpose. So today, as you know that purpose is very important, what shall you seek? Purpose. And how are you going to seek purpose? By entering into the kingdom of God. Because that's where purpose delights. It's in the kingdom of God. That's where you need purpose. You cannot do it without purpose. You cannot walk alone without purpose. You cannot do it without purpose. You need more money. You need purpose. You need a new job. You need purpose. What do you need? You need purpose. And how do you get purpose? You get purpose. Yes, a seed. That's the trees that you're going to plant. So I hear a lot of people out there, since we talk about, okay, you need a business, the reason why we are getting these businesses, we're only getting this business so we can get money. Getting money is much easier. We're getting at these businesses, all these things going. Why? That we can get purpose. Why am I saying you're trying to get purpose? Because most of you think you need money. That's why you think I need a better job, so you're tired. Or you think I need a less work job, you need less hours, that's why you're tired. Oh, I just need to work from home, maybe things will be better. No, you don't need to have a purpose. You need purpose. So what is going to drive to the purpose? Why I'm saying plant trees, plant companies. Why am I saying this is very important? Because this what is going to give you is going to give you accountability and responsibility. Why? Because most of you don't have accountability, you don't have responsibility. Look, you wait for your boss to tell you when to come, what time to come, and what time to knock off, which also determines what time you wake up. If let's say for a peasant, right? For a normal peasant lose all them. For a normal peasant who works a normal job, they start work, let's say at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Sometimes it's 6 p.m. at night, right? So for the person who starts work at 6 p.m., what time do you think they wake up? So let's say you're starting at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. What time are you going to wake up? 12 p.m., 1, because you're in a rush, right? Or two, right? But what these companies, what these things give you is purpose. You are not gonna be sleeping up to one. The reason why God himself cannot give you enough money, because he can't trust you with you. Look, someone determines what time you wake up. Someone determines what times you work. Someone determines when you get a salary and how much you get. Why? Isn't that guy supposed to wake you up and say, something's wrong here? Why? That means God is not trusting me enough. Why is another man in charge of me? See, you have to think outside there. Once you can start understanding that you are lacking accountability, you are lacking responsibility. Because these are the two things that all these trees are going to give you. Because once you have a tree, you have to water it. Because if you don't water it, it will die. Once you have a tree, you have to go outside there, actually work on the land each and every day. Because if you don't, the tree dies. So what is the most important thing about being a tree, having a tree, is you're going to have responsibility and you're going to have accountability. So most of people, the reason why God was like, when you get into the land, plant a tree. Why? What he's saying, when you get into the land, you must understand, no longer slaves now, it's no longer like Egypt. Because in Egypt, the Egyptians were running the whole show, everything. They were making sure you did that. Now, you will have to make sure the trees are planted, the trees are watered. Because if you don't do that, the trees are you're not gonna be go hungry. That's why God gave them the first commandment. Because everyone is coming from the peasantry. That's why we created Boom Nation as a kingdom. Everyone is coming from the peasant. The whole world is peasantry. So once you're coming into the kingdom, the first thing we're gonna give you into the kingdom is accountability and responsibility. That's why I'm like, you need to have a company, you need to have a business, you need to have some things that you're building, you need to have some things that you're taking care of, you need to have something that you're working on. Why? Because that accountability is gonna make you forget the slave mind. Why? Because the slave mind is how you wake up. Your boss does everything. It tells you, you work Monday to Friday, so you're going to always Saturday, man, Sunday. So everything is easy. The thing for you, you keep your money together every day. Your sales, they collect it. Then at the end of the month, they give you as a check, as a salary. So all of this, it's accountability, you see? Responsibility, you just get a mistake, you go there, you need to find out where they stock the stuff, you need to find to deal with the manufacturer, you need to deal with the supplier, you need to deal with the deliverer. All you just to do is get in the work. Then you're like, then you work, then you go, right? You don't deal with all the accountability, you don't deal with all the responsibility. So God says, when you get into the land, which is the Boom Nation, the first commandment that he gave them was plant a tree. Responsibility, of Allah must die, and no one is going to put food onto the table. You need to put that food, and no one is going to tell you, is going to give you a salary. You have to provide for it. So if you do not provide for it, you're going to die. So that's why so many of you see why you're not rich, because you cannot handle it. Look at the pressure that now every amount that you get each and every day, you have to make sure you keep it, save it, make sure you distribute it, make sure you have to call some supply, convince them to bring stuff, make sure you have to, after you get the supply, you have to talk to the customer, make sure you convince them. Then after you get that money is not profit, you have to put it together, put it in order, you're not just going to waste it. So that is what the kingdom of God is. So when you enter into the land, the first promise you must understand is you need to plant a tree. If you do not have a tree, you're not going to eat. Without the tree, there's no fruit. Stop the mindset of slaving. Stop the mindset of saying, but Egypt was better. They used to give us food. Egypt was better. They used to give us water. It's better. No. Now we dig wells. Now we get down there, we start digging wells. Now we make fire. Why? Because it's no longer Egypt. Now we creating. Now it's our promised land. The reason why they were saying that this land had milk and honey. Do you know why? Because you had to go and get honey. Have you ever seen how hard it is to get honey? Yeah, you have to come across bees to get honey. So you need to understand now, for you to get the milk, you have to milk the cow. People see a cow milked, they think that a cow gives milk. No, no, no. A cow does not give milk. There's no cows that go around giving milk. No, no, no. People literally rob cow milk. I'm telling you, a cow can kick you on the process of taking milk. So you need to understand all of this, that you are now as a kingdom citizen. You are not just an average being. You need to understand that once you enter into the promised land, the first principle you're gonna do is you're gonna plant a tree. And now we are Boom Nation. We don't plant one tree. We plant 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trees. Why? Because we don't want to eat one fruit. We don't want to eat one plant each and every day. We don't want to eat the same thing every day. We want to eat different things every days by. So we're gonna build orchards on orchards in the Boom Nation. Each and every one in the Boom Nation. I have hundreds and hundreds of ideas of businesses, like thousands. All of them that are monetized, that are linked into my life. So once you start understanding that you have your businesses that are circulating around who you are, and once you build all these businesses that you are, now as you go into the world, you have all these trees. How can you lack? Because you have all these trees. So you shall have the banana tree, you shall have the apple tree, you shall have the carrot tree, you shall have the oak tree, you have the oak trees, you have all the trees are there. Now you get it. As a Boom Nation, where everyone deserves a tree. So right now, if you are there at workplace and you're working and like, Maz, I'm tired. This job surely is getting me tired. I get it. But I need you to know that you don't need a new job. You don't need a better job. You don't need more money. You are not in need of a new job. You're in need of a purpose. You're not in need of more money. You're in need of purpose. You don't lack a new boyfriend. You don't need a new husband, a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend. You're lacking purpose. You do not need anything else. All you need is purpose. Because once you grab purpose, every single day the power, everything is going to come from a purpose. But now if you do not have purpose, life is useless. You just wake up and you go, it takes me I'm just like a plant. When it blows me, it blows me. But once you have purpose, once you're a person who's purposeful, your life is purposeful. When you go out in the world, you shall not confuse. If you go out into the world, you know who you are. And as you go into the world, you know that everything that you are doing it so that you can water the plant. So you're like, so Mars, so it's telling me I don't need a new job, but now I have a job. What should I do with my job? Your job is the sponsor of the tree. That tree will need water. That tree will need manure. That tree will need water. So where are you going to get the water? From the job. Because the job now you're going to go and you're going to get the money from the job. And that same money that you get from the job, you're going to invest it in the craft. You're going to go there, you're going to get the money from the job, and you're going to invest it into your dream. You're going to go there and take that money into the job, and you're going to plug it inside there. Every money that I made every day for the last, since I created Game with Mars, I have put it in Game with Mars. Why? Because all that money is not for me to be rich, not for me to be successful. No, it's for me to push my purpose. Why? Because Amazing Alpha, Game with Mars, all this that you see, the movement, this is my tree. Amazing Alpha Match is my other tree. This is my other tree. Me speaking and teaching, it's another tree. It's another tree. So before you know it, you end up finding there's a big orchards of trees. So when 5th year comes, which is soon, when the 5th year comes, guess what's going to be happening? I'll be eating a banana today. Then there's going to be an apple tomorrow. Then there's going to be a carrot tomorrow. Then there's going to be an oak. Then there's going to be all of that. Why? Because it's not just an orchard with one tree. It's an orchard with so many trees to choose from. So today, I am here to be encouraged. Today, your job, you don't need a new one. You have the best and you have the perfect job. All you need to understand is how can you make your job water your dream. And once you start using your job to water your dream, then you can stay on the same job for 4 to 5 years. Is that you shall find yourself successful. But guess what you're doing? You're holding this job, then you didn't plant any tree, then you're expecting that job to give you happiness. Then if it's not, you let go. Then you go there, then you get another one, then you don't plant another tree, then you expect it again to fulfill you. Then if it doesn't, you go and get another job. Then in the current 4 years, 5 years, you've exchanged all these jobs. You've changed all these boyfriends. You've changed all these guys. Is your life okay? You've dated all these girls. Is your life okay? Do you get a new job? Is your life okay? Okay, you get a little new money. Is your life okay? You told me if you get a new place, things will be better. You got a new house, the things get better. No. Do you know what you're lacking? You're not lacking a new house. You're not lacking a car. You're not lacking new clothes. You're not lacking a guy or a boy or a girl. You are lacking purpose. And once you get purpose, your life is going to be fruitful. Why? How do you get purpose? By planting the tree. You cannot have a fruitful life without a tree. You cannot have a fruitful life without a tree. So today, you're encouraged, you're empowered to go out in the world as a Boom Nation, understanding that a Boom Nation is a blessed nation. And as a blessed nation, we shall plant as many trees as we can. Why? Because we are Boom Nation and we are blessed nation. And as a blessed nation, we are tree planters. Why? Because every man shall reap what he sow. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May everything that you touch surely become a blessing. And go out in the world and plant as many trees as you can. And God's face may shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may he just gives you peace, that you can go out into the world there and be courageous enough to have an orchard, an orchards of trees. May you be blessed and blessings and blessings and blessings. Bam! There were 5 past 3. Like I promised you, gentlemen, each and every day, 2:30 to 3. It's bars on Mars, teachings from space, unstrategized and planned. We just look at something, we have to talk about it. So today, you got it. So I'm like, so Mars, you're telling me that all I have to do is plant some trees, then all I have to be is patient. It's going to take time. In the next 5 years, all I have to use these 5 years is in watering my plant, making sure that I use manure, making sure that every single time I take care of my plant, I look on it each and every single day. And in 5 years, in due time, I shall reap and I shall be fruitful and my life shall be victorious. Yes, you got it right. So what you're going to do, follow, like, subscribe, wherever you're watching it from, and be blessed, be amazing. Why? Because the Boom Nation is a blessed nation. There's a blessed nation. Victorious. Yeah. These videos are getting good, fellas. It's getting better and better. I'm just getting good and gooder. I no longer want to speak in speed now. Speaking a little bit slow. No, that's so old people can listen to. Bene! Second best water in the country. Blessings, fellas. May the Lord bless you. Yeah! Blessings, blessings, blessings. We are killing, we are killing. Blessings, blessings, blessings. We are killing, we are killing. Blessings. Thanks for Picasso. Picasso 100 joined. Blessings, my G. The song of the dawn. Joy. Blessings, my G. Stay amazing. Stay blessed. Stay victorious. Till I see you in the next one. Yeah. Tomorrow is the day for that next one.